300 years ago, a pirate fell in love, but he lost her in a storm. He looked for her his whole life, but he never found her. Until today. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I make easy English stories for beginners. Today we have a very special story. It's about a pirate who fell in love 300 years ago. Ready? Let's begin. Part 1. The Discovery. The water was dark and cold. Emma swam slowly in the blue sea. She was a marine archaeologist. That means she looks for old things under the water. Today, she was in the Caribbean Sea. The sun was bright above her, but down here, everything was quiet and dark. Emma was 34 years old. She had short brown hair and blue eyes. She loved the ocean. The ocean was her home. She did not have a husband or children. She had 3 boyfriends before, but they all left. Or she left them. She did not like to stay in one place for a long time. The ocean was different. The ocean never asked her to stay. The ocean never left her. She swam down and down. The water got darker. She turned on her light. Below her, she saw it, an old ship. It was very old. It was on the ocean floor for 300 years. Fish swam in and out of the holes. Plants grew on the wood. It was beautiful and sad. Emma loved this feeling. She loved finding old things. She loved thinking about the people from long ago. Who were they? What happened to them? She swam to the ship. She was careful. Old wood can break easily. She looked inside. There were old plates, old bottles, and old shoes. Nothing special. She saw these things many times before. Then she saw something different. Under some old wood, there was a small box. The box was made of iron. It was black and brown from the water. It had plants and small animals on it. Emma's heart beat fast. This was new. This was special. She took the box and swam up. Up and up she went. The water got lighter and lighter. Finally, she was at the top. The sun was warm on her face. She climbed on her boat. The boat's name was Wayfarer. That means traveler. Emma sat on the boat. She looked at the box for a long time. She was tired but happy. She took a small tool and opened the box slowly. Inside there was a book. It was made of leather. Leather is animal skin. The book was old, but it was not wet. That was strange. How can a book be underwater for 300 years and not be wet? Next to the book, there was a bracelet. It was made of silver. Silver is a white metal. On the bracelet, there was one word, esperum. Emma did not know this word. It was Spanish. Later, she learned it means wait for me. Emma opened the book. The writing was beautiful. The letters were not like normal writing. They were old and fancy. A man wrote this book a long time ago. She read the first page. My name is Alejandro Blanco. I was born in Cadiz, Spain in 1698. I was a merchant. That means I bought and sold things on ships. I was a son. I was a brother. Then bad things happened. I became a killer. This book is not for history. It is for her. If you find this, you must find her first. Tell her I kept my promise. Emma stopped reading. Her hands were shaking. A promise? What promise? Who is her? She wanted to know more. The sun went down. The sky became dark. Stars came out. Emma did not go inside her boat. She sat outside and read. She drank whiskey. Whiskey is a strong drink. She did not drink when she worked. But this was not work. This was something else. The wind blew. The water moved. Emma felt strange. She felt like the ocean was talking to her. She felt like the old ship wanted her to find this book. She did not know it yet, but her life was going to change. Everything was going to be different. She turned the page and kept reading. Do you like the story so far? If yes, please hit the like button. It helps me make more videos for you. And don't forget to subscribe. New story every week. Okay, let's continue. Part 2. The Storm. Emma was very tired. She read the book all night. The sun came up. She made coffee and sat on the boat. She wanted to read more. She opened the book again. The man in the book was named Alejandro. He was from Spain. He lived a long time ago in 1723. That is more than 300 years from now. Alejandro was not always a bad man. Before, he was good. He worked on a ship with his father and his brother. They traveled to many places. They sold things. They were happy. But one day, bad things happened. Spanish soldiers attacked his ship. It was a mistake. The soldiers thought Alejandro's ship was an enemy ship, but it was not. Alejandro's father died. His brother died. All his friends died. Alejandro did not die. He hid under a dead man. He stayed there for 6 hours. He did not move. He did not make a sound. He was very scared. When the soldiers left, a pirate ship came. The pirates found Alejandro. They said, "Come with us, or we kill you." Alejandro went with them. He had no family now. He had no home, so he became a pirate. He changed his name to Alexander Black. He did not want to be Alejandro anymore. Alejandro was a happy man. That man was dead. Emma felt sad for him. She drank her coffee and looked at the sea. The water was blue and quiet. But in the book, the water was not quiet. In the book, the year is 1723. Alexander stood on his ship. The sky turned green. Then it turned black. The wind was very strong. It screamed like a wild animal. The waves were very tall. They crashed over the ship. The men ran. They were scared. A man named Morgan came to Alexander. Morgan was the first mate. That means he was second after the captain. Morgan was tall and thin. His eyes were cold. He did not like anyone. "Captain," Morgan yelled, "the storm is very bad. We need to go." Alexander did not move. "We stay," he said. Then they saw another ship. It was a Spanish ship. It was small. The storm was breaking it. Water came in. The ship was going down. Morgan grabbed Alexander's arm. "We are pirates. We do not help people. Let them die." Alexander thought of his father and brother. No one helped them. He looked at Morgan. "Get the ropes," he said. "We help them." The pirates worked hard. They threw ropes to the other ship. People jumped into the water. The pirates pulled them up. They saved 7 people. The last person was a woman. Her clothes were old. Her hands were rough. She worked with her hands. When they pulled her up, she opened her eyes. She looked at Alexander. "Where's my father?" she asked. Alexander knelt next to her. "Who is your father?" "He works on the ship. He fixes things. He is a carpenter." "Where is he?" Alexander did not speak. The woman looked at his face. She knew. Her father was dead. She did not cry. Her face became hard. "What is your name?" Alexander asked. "Isabella," she said. "Just Isabella." That night, the storm ended. The sky was clear. The stars came out. Isabella sat alone on the deck. She looked at the water. She did not speak. She did not cry. Alexander sat near her. He did not speak. He just watched her. In the morning, Isabella talked. She did not look at him. My mother died when I was 7, she said. My father raised me on ships. He taught me many things. He taught me to read the stars. He taught me to fix things. He taught me to be strong. She stopped. He said, if a man saves you, he wants something. Alexander was quiet for a moment. Then he said, I do not want anything. Isabella looked at him. Her eyes were green. Then why did you save me? Alexander thought. No one asked him this before. I do not know, he said. Isabella looked at him for a long time. That is the first true thing anyone said to me in years. Days passed. Isabella stayed on the ship. She worked hard. She fixed the sails. She cleaned. She cooked. The crew liked her. She was strong and kind. Morgan did not like her. He watched her with cold eyes. One night, he came to Alexander. Captain, the men want gold. They are tired. Give them the woman, or give them gold. Alexander knew what that meant. His hand went to his sword. Touch her, and you die, he said. Morgan smiled. It was not a nice smile. He left. The next night, Alexander found Isabella on the deck. She looked at the stars. My father taught me their names, she said. That one is a North Star. It points home. Alexander stood next to her. I do not have a home, he said. Me neither, she said. They were quiet. Then Isabella touched his hand. I'm not scared of you, she said. Alexander smiled. It was a small smile. He did not smile often. I'm not scared of myself anymore. She moved closer. He moved closer. They kissed under the stars. They did not see Morgan watching from the dark. Part 3. The Kiss. Emma could not stop reading. The sun was high in the sky. She drank more coffee. She turned the page. She wanted to know what happened next. The book said, on the pirate ship, the days were long. Isabella worked every day. She fixed the sails. She cleaned the rooms. She helped the cook. She was always busy. The crew liked her. She was nice to everyone. But Morgan did not like her. He watched her all the time. His eyes were cold. He never smiled at her. One day, Isabella asked Alexander, why does Morgan hate me? Alexander was quiet for a moment. Then he said, Morgan hates everyone, but he hates you more because I like you. Isabella looked at him. Do you like me? Alexander felt his face get warm. Yes, he said. I like you very much. Isabella smiled. It was the first time Alexander saw her really smile. She looked beautiful. I like you too, she said. That night, the ship was quiet. The stars were bright. Alexander and Isabella sat together on the deck. They looked at the water. The moon was big and white. Tell me about your home, Isabella said. Alexander thought for a moment. I had a home in Spain. It was small but nice. My mother made good food. My father told funny stories. My brother and I played every day. What happened to them? Alexander's face became sad. The soldiers, they killed everyone. I was the only one who lived. Isabella took his hand. I am sorry. That is very sad. Alexander looked at her. Tell me about your home. Isabella smiled, but it was a sad smile. I do not have a real home. My father and I lived on ships. We traveled everywhere. The ship was my home. My father was my family. Do you miss him? Every day, Isabella said quietly. But I cannot cry anymore. I have no tears left. Alexander put his arm around her. She leaned against him. They sat like that for a long time, watching the stars. The next day, Morgan came to Alexander. His face was angry. "Captain, the men want to talk." Alexander walked to where the crew was standing. There were 10 men. They looked serious. One man spoke. He was old, with gray hair. "Captain, we are pirates. We came for gold, but we have no gold. We have a woman. That is not gold." Another man said, "We want to find treasure. We want to be rich." Alexander looked at them. "We will find treasure, but we do not hurt women." Isabella stays. The men looked at each other. They were not happy, but they said nothing. They walked away. Later, Isabella found Alexander alone. "I heard what happened," she said. "You do not have to keep me. I can leave." Alexander looked at her. "I do not want you to leave." "Why?" Alexander did not know how to say it. He felt something in his heart. He never felt this before, not with anyone. "Because when I am with you, I feel alive," he said. "Before you came, I felt dead inside. Now I feel like a person again." Isabella's eyes were wet. "I feel the same." That night, the moon was full. The sea was calm. Alexander and Isabella walked to the front of the ship. "I want to show you something," Alexander said. He pointed to the sky. "Do you see those stars? My mother called them the lovers. She said there are two people who loved each other. They could not be together on earth, so they went to the sky." Isabella looked at the stars. "That is beautiful." Alexander turned to her. "Isabella, I have something to tell you." She looked at him. "What is it?" Alexander took her hands. His heart was beating fast. "I love you. I know we did not know each other long, but I love you." Isabella did not speak for a moment. Then she smiled. "I love you too, Alexander." He pulled her close. He kissed her. It was soft and sweet. The stars watched from above. The moon made the water shine. They did not see Morgan in the dark. They did not see his angry face. They did not know that tomorrow everything would change. Emma stopped reading. Her heart was beating fast. She looked at the sky. It was getting dark. She read all day and did not even know it. She turned the page. She had to know what happened next. Part 4. The Promise. Emma's hands were shaking. The sun went down. The stars came out. She turned on a light and kept reading. She had to know the end of the story. The book said, the next morning, everything changed. Alexander woke up to loud noises. Men were screaming. Feet were running on the deck. He grabbed his sword and ran outside. Morgan stood with 10 men. They had knives and guns. Their faces were angry. "Give us the woman, Captain!" Morgan yelled. Alexander stood in front of Isabella's door. "No, never." Morgan laughed. "Then we take her." The men attacked. Alexander fought hard. He hit 2 men with his sword. But there were too many. He could not fight all of them. Isabella opened the door. She saw the fight. She saw Alexander bleeding on his arm. "Alexander!" she screamed. Morgan grabbed her arm. "Come with us, woman." Isabella fought him. She hit his face. She kicked his leg. But Morgan was too strong. Alexander tried to go to her. 3 men held him back. "Let her go," he shouted. Morgan smiled his ugly smile. "She comes with us. We will sell her. Pirates need gold, Captain." They pulled Isabella to a small boat. She looked at Alexander. Her eyes were full of tears. "Alexander, help me." Alexander fought harder. He hit 1 man. He hit another. But more men came. He could not reach her. Morgan pushed the boat into the water. He and 2 men got in with Isabella. I will find you, Alexander screamed. I promise. I will find you. Isabella reached her hand toward him. I will wait for you. I promise to. The small boat disappeared into the fog. Alexander fell to his knees. His heart was broken. The men who stayed looked at him. They were sorry now, but it was too late. Days passed, then weeks, then months. Alexander searched every island. He asked every ship. He looked everywhere. But he could not find Isabella. He wrote in his book every night. He wrote about his love for her. He wrote about his promise. One night he wrote, I search for her today. Nothing. My heart hurts. But I will not stop. I promised her. I will find her or die trying. His loyal crew stayed with him. They helped him search. But Morgan was gone. Isabella was gone. The sea was big and empty. 2 years later, Alexander was sick. He was weak. He could not eat. He could not sleep. He only thought of Isabella. His friend, an old sailor named Pedro, came to him. Captain, you are very sick. We need to go home. We need to find a doctor. Alexander shook his head. No, I must find her. I promised. Pedro looked sad. Captain, she is gone. 2 years is a long time. Maybe she is dead. Alexander's eyes filled with tears. Then I will find her in heaven. I will never stop looking. That night, Alexander wrote his last words in the book. I'm going back to the place where we first kissed, the place where the storm took her. If she's not there, she is nowhere. I will wait for her there. I promised. Isabella, wait for me. He closed the book. He put it in the iron box with her bracelet. Then he lay down and closed his eyes. The ship sailed on, but Alexander did not wake up. Emma stopped reading. Tears ran down her face. She looked at the bracelet on the table. The silver shone in the light. Esperanza, she whispered. Wait for me. She looked at the sea. The stars were bright. The water was calm. She knew what she had to do. The next morning, Emma dove again. She swam down to the old ship. She went to the captain's room. She swam down to the old ship. She went to the captain's room. She looked around carefully, and then she saw it. A skeleton lay on the floor. Old clothes were still on it. Next to it, there was a small bag. Emma opened the bag. Inside, there was a lock of hair, dark hair like Isabella's, and a small note. Isabella, if I die here, it is because I cannot find you, but I never stopped looking. I kept my promise. Wait for me. Emma held the note in her hands. She cried under the water. Her tears mixed with the sea. She took the lock of hair and the note. She went back to her boat. 1 month later, Emma went to Spain. She found an old story in a church. It was about a woman who lived alone on an island. The woman died in 1724. Her name was Isabella. Emma went to the island. She found the place where Isabella was buried. She put the lock of hair on the ground. He never stopped looking for you, Emma said quietly. He loved you until the end. Now you are together. Emma looked at the sky. She felt at peace. Then she heard a voice behind her. Excuse me, are you okay? Emma turned around. A man stood there. He was tall, with dark hair and kind eyes. I am Matteo, he said. I am a historian. I study old stories. What are you doing here? Emma smiled. I have a story to tell you. A very old story. Matteo looked at her. I would like to hear it. They walked together along the beach. The sun was warm. The sea was blue. And for the first time in a long time, Emma did not feel alone.